Hello, it's Rick with Musician's Edition, here to cover another page in the tenor saxophone book. Today we are on page 23. So let's get right to it. At the top of the page, there is one new idea, one new concept, and that is a sharp. A sharp looks like a number sign or a hashtag, and that symbol before a note or in a key signature raises a note 1/2 step. So if you think about, we learned earlier, a flat lowers a note 1/2 step, a sharp raises a note 1/2 step, makes it sound 1/2 step higher. Okay, and the first note that we're going to learn that is a sharp is F sharp. Fingering is shown here. I will show you how to play it on my saxophone. By the way, a sharp given within a measure, just like a flat or a natural sign, is good for one measure and is canceled by a bar line. The fingering for F sharp is 3 fingers of the left hand, like G, and the middle finger of the right hand, played with the middle finger here. And that is F sharp. This is a high F sharp, so the thumb key or the octave key is also used. And sounds like this. Compared to F or F natural, same thing. F sharp. So just a little bit higher. And then if you look at number 92 in the book, there are sharps by most of the Fs. Remember that a sharp given in a measure is good for the whole measure. So in this measure, there's a second note is F sharp. There's another F at the end of the measure, still played as F sharp. So let's get to number 92. One, two, three, four. Number 93 is a song called Ora Lee, and if you look at the beginning of the song, we do have an F sharp in the key signature. So that sharp sign is on the top line of the staff. The top line of the staff is F. That means that all Fs in the song will be played F sharp, whether they're on that top line or if we had another F on the first space of the staff, that would also be F sharp. We haven't learned that note yet, but if it were in there, it would be F sharp. Okay, so pay attention to the slur marks in this one, and remember to use your middle finger rather than the first finger when you come to the note F. 1, 2, 3, 4. number 94 is in 3 beats per measure. So we're counting to 3 rather than 4. And there are lots of sharps within the song on the note F. So pay attention to those. Also, we have first endings and second endings with a repeat sign at the end of the first ending. So remember, the second time through, you're going to skip over the first ending and play the second ending instead on the second time. Count in will be 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, take a look at number 95, which is called Just by Accident. This shows an alternate fingering for the note F sharp. Let me show you the alternate fingering first, and then I'll explain how to use it and why it's used. So this F sharp fingering, same as the previous F sharp with the left hand. So thumb is down, 3 fingers of the left hand. And then the alternate F sharp is played with the first finger of the right hand, plus this little key right behind the middle key of the right hand. And the finger that I always use to play this key, you could use your middle finger, but I think ring finger is the suggested fingering, and that's what I've always done. So you're just going to have to reach back just a little bit with your ring finger and press that key down. So it's first finger and this one together, okay? And the reason that it is there and the reason that it is used is if you are moving from F natural, regular F or F natural, to F sharp, you have to lift the first finger and then place the second finger down. Or if you're going F sharp to F natural, you have to lift the middle finger and press the first finger down. And it can be difficult to do that without getting a note in between, like this. So this key was added to avoid that. So if you press the first finger down and then add that key back there, you'll get an F sharp, and it'll sound nicer when you, especially if you're going back and forth between those two notes quickly. You really can't do that with the regular F sharp fingering and make it sound clean, okay? So when do you use it? When you're using F sharp or F natural and they're going back and forth, you can use it in that instance. On number 95, make sure that you use the alternate F sharp fingering. So let's give it a try. One, two, three. One thing to point out in that one, 2 measures from the end, there is an F. There is no sharp in the key signature, nor is there a sharp by the note. So it's played F natural or first finger of the right hand, F. On to number 96, which is a scale. We already learned and played the C major scale on the previous page. This is the G scale. Starts on the note G, ends on the note G, or goes up to G, I should say, comes back down. There's an F sharp in the key signature, so make sure you use the second finger F sharp. You do not need to use the alternate F sharp fingering for this because there is not an F natural in this. And the second line is the arpeggio, which is an outline of the chord. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Number 97, Sailor's Song. Make sure you pay attention to the first ending, the repeat sign, second ending, slur marks. There's some eighth notes in this one, 2 beats in a measure, and an F sharp in the key signature. I'm going to slow down the metronome a little bit because we do have lots of eighth notes. The count off for this one will be 2 beats. 1, 2. All right, and one more at the bottom of the page, number 98 is A Go for Excellence. It's a song called This Old Man, which is an old folk song that you might know or you might not. Make sure you check and see if there is an F sharp in the key signature or a B flat to change any of those notes. There's some slurs, there's some eighth notes. 4 beats in a measure. One, 2, 3, play. All right. Thank you for joining me. Good luck with this page, and I will see you next time.